After 3 weeks of little action, back in February, Ottawa police finally moved in. The convoy protest was ending. The Emergencies Act was in force.
How and why the powers in the Act were invoked are matters of great public interest.
And so a public inquiry has begun and battle lines have been drawn. The federal government is seeking to justify its actions.
Given these unprecedented illegal protests, we needed to take action.
But a string of others say that move went too far. Provinces like Alberta point out authorities stopped a border blockade there without extra legislation.
None of the powers that were created under the Federal Emergencies Act were necessary.
A lawyer for some of the protesters said the act simply wasn't needed.
It could be invoked due to espionage and sabotage. Are you going to hear any evidence about espionage and sabotage? The answer to that is no. Are you going to hear evidence of violence against persons or property? The answer is no.
Downtown residents and business owners have a list of grievances.
The impact on Ottawa for those 3 weeks of harassment, street blockages, ear-splitting air and train horns, and general lawlessness was unprecedented.
The police response will also be front and center.
The police had little time to prepare. The genesis of the protest had only begun a couple of weeks before it arrived in town.
After some delay, you will hear that the OPP took on a leadership role in coordinating resources from different police services.
Rafi, so we hear there from a lot of lawyers, but we will also clearly hear from a lot of witnesses.
65 different witnesses, Adrienne, including Trudeau and 7 members of his cabinet, the former and current Ottawa police chiefs, the commissioners of the RCMP and the Ontario Provincial Police, as well as some protest organizers, including Pat King and Tamara Leach.
And how tight is the timeline on this?
Witness testimony is supposed to wrap in 6 weeks, and the whole process has to be done by law in February. Thousands of documents are expected to be released. The inquiry commissioner already hinting that that's a lot of work in little time.
No kidding. All right, Rafi Boudjikani in Ottawa. Thanks, Rafi.
You're welcome.